Hello everybody, welcome to our broadcast of Creativity Unveiled. Today I'm joined with the talented Hunter Kaz. Hunter is a singer, songwriter, producer, and independent artist. Hunter, thank you for being here.
Of course, thanks for having me.
So before we get into the questions, I want to play a clip of Hunter's song, Sublime. Take a listen now.
I'm feeling numb from all the love. It's all because of you. I felt you here. The world's left clear. A crystal form of you. Feeling like I found the purpose. Everything I done was worth it. Out on the line, I'm true to you. Leaving every door wide open. Every word I have been spoken. Customize the life I have with you.
That, I don't know, that was a bop. I know when I was even editing the video, I was like, so
Boom.
Amazing. So I just wanted to ask you some general questions to kind of get a sense of who you are. Did you always know that you wanted to take the musical route? Were you musical as a child?
Yes and no. I started just singing around my grandparents' house a lot, pretending I knew how to play the guitar.
Oh yeah.
I still don't know how to play the guitar.
Okay.
I'm learning. But I kind of started doing musicals. My mom got me into that and stuff, and then from there I realized that I just like performing, and then I didn't really want to do musicals anymore.
So you were a theater kid at first?
No.
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 You
I was a kid who did theater. That's what I say. That's what I say.
All right. Have you had any significant roles, or because you're a kid that does theater, not a theater kid?
Yeah.
It's okay. I won't push.
I was a couple leads, but
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, with a voice like that, I could see why. So I actually wanted to talk about your song called "A Song for Your Homework." Another bop. I just wanted to know your inspiration behind that.
Well, I kind of I do homework a lot sometimes. And I always couldn't find a song that I wanted to just put on and could focus on doing my work and listen to it at the same time. It was always it's playing and now I want to focus on the song and then I'm not doing my homework. So I was trying to make a song that you can listen to, but it's just kind of background music.
Oh.
And it doesn't
That's cool.
not too much going on.
But would you want people instead to focus on your lyrics, or you're okay with people just having a background song?
Truthfully, I think it was more of a marketing strategy.
Yeah.
It did well for what it was, so I was kind of proud of it. But yeah.
No, it's really clever. Truth be told, to prepare for this interview, I was lurking on your Instagram. So I saw your strategy. You posted a bunch of videos oh man, don't you wish you had a song for your homework? And I was like, this is so clever. I wish I had a song for my homework, and it's your song. So
there we go.
It fills
Perfect.
what people need, what people want. So no, very clever. So you mentioned that you don't play guitar. I was going to ask what instruments you do play, because I noticed you use a lot of piano and guitar in your songs, and you also use a lot of synths and stuff. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm a big synth guy. I play piano, obviously. I do ukulele as well. I play 4 or 5 chords on the guitar. That's about as much as I can do. I can't do anything fancy.
More than most people.
Yeah. Usually my friend Nick plays guitar
cool.
on all my stuff, and yeah, I'm mainly just a singer though.
Okay. I mean, I noticed because we had the art of songwriting class together. That was a ride. And I remember you played a song on the piano. And honestly, sometimes if I randomly think about that class, that song pops into my head and sticks out of my mind, which is really cool. But I remember being wowed by your piano skills, because I am classically trained in piano, but
I did not know that. Wow.
Fun fact about me. But when I play and sing together, it I'm no longer good at piano.
Right.
So I was wow, okay. So how long have you been playing for?
Technically middle school.
Okay.
We got our first piano in the house when I think I was in middle school, and I don't read sheet music. I just
okay.
I can, but I don't necessarily like to. I used to just learn completely by ear.
Wow.
But I'm more into lead sheets now. And yet, singing and playing took a long time for me to like master, because at first it was like, yeah, I'm playing, and then I start singing, and then I'm off beat, or if I'm off rhythm, and I would mess up like all the time. So it took a bit.
Yeah, I think that's like the biggest like struggle is like keeping, you're like doing, it's kind of like patting the top of your head and rubbing your stomach, or like my dad
100%.
would say like chewing gum and walking, even though you can do that. I don't know where that came from, but anyways,
That's a new one.
yeah,
What?
it's like one of those things where it's like hard for you, I guess, to like coordinate, so that's really cool. I guess I wanted to ask a little bit about kind of like where you get, don't reveal too much because I have more questions, but like where you get your inspiration from, like when it comes to writing songs.
Kind of all over the place. Like recently it's been a lot about family and friends. Kind of as I'm getting older, I get more nostalgic, and I just want to kind of look back on memories that I had with friends and stuff.
That's nice.
They're always happy, but I always feel sad writing them, because it's like,
Yeah.
oh, I miss my friends from home and stuff like that.
Oh, oh my God. Okay. I feel like when I write music and stuff, I either like write something like super duper sad. I'm like, it's like, okay, like, whoa. But like what, I think it's like, do you find that you like have to channel the emotion and like you're feeling it as you're writing it, or like you can separate it from, like, do you feel like when you're happy, like, oh, I can write a sad song today, or like vice versa, or like you have to be in that like headspace?
I think it's always about the headspace, but I've noticed I can kind of like not force it, but like influence where my headspace is. So if like I'm in a sad mood, but I'm not in the mood to write a sad song because I just don't want to be sad anymore, I'll look at a bunch of memories with my friends or my family, or people that just make me happy, and all of a sudden I feel instantly better, and then I kind of just focus on what I just saw.
I think that's like a telltale sign of like a good songwriter, like being able to like I guess like influence your headspace, like you said. I also like wanted to ask like how long it takes you to write a song.
It depends on the song. Like some days I got it, and some days I just don't got it. A lot of times I'll come up with a really nice idea, melody-wise, and then I go back to it a couple days later because I'm just not getting the lyrics that I want to. But like I think the longest one time it took me was like 2 weeks. It took me to write one song, like not even just a production, like just songwriting itself, and that was not fun for me.
I mean, like I feel like I would just give up, you know?
I really I wanted to give up so bad because I was like, I don't know where this is going.
Right.
But I really like the idea, and I want to keep building off of it. So.
Do you mind telling us what song that is?
It was
out?
actually Sublime.
Oh.
That one took me a very long time.
Wow. I wouldn't know it. I mean, not in like it sounds rushed, but it sounds like, I find that like when I write songs and stuff, like if I take a break from it and I come back to it, sometimes it sounds a little bit disjointed, and I have to like work on it to make it sound more cohesive, but like it sounds like you wrote it all in one sitting.
It was kind of like, because I did the instrumentals first for that one, which I rarely do, but I had the instrumentals done with that one, and I was like, all right, this could either be a really mellow song with happy lyrics, or this should just be like a sad song with like a nice beat, and I did not know what direction I wanted to take it. And that's what took me so long to figure out. Right.
So was Sublime written based on like a personal experience?
Yeah.
If you want to share that.
Of course. Me and my girlfriend have been dating for almost 2 years.
Oh, wow.
Actually, scratch that. More than 2 years.
Oh, wow. Watch out now.
Oh, no. I'm going to get in trouble. More than 2 years. And over summer, we do long distance and stuff. So I was kind of like missing her a lot. And I didn't know whether or not I want to write on the happiness of long distance, like trying to make it work, or the sadness of that. And I kind of just went with like missing her.
I think, well, that's like nice too. I'm sure she listens to your music, but I'm sure she's happy that you write songs about her.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like stuff that people I don't know, you've seen like movies.
Yeah, 100%.
No, that's nice. One last quick question. I forgot my question. So you said Sublime took you 2 weeks. What is the shortest amount of time you worked on a song?
3 hours.
Damn.
Naturally took 3 hours.
And is that like producing together, or is that just like you writing the
Everything.
song?
Just like I wrote the lyrics and then I produced it and then I was done.
Damn.
Like I was like, all right, cool. I got a song. Perfect.
Wow. All right. So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk more about Hunter's songwriting process and some of his influences. Stay tuned.
When you look at the number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. At the tone, please record your message.
Hey, I don't have much time. It's almost here. Listen closely, and whatever you do, don't panic.
Up to Dobson at the point. The cross-ice pass comes to Parise, who's going to extend the lead to 3, but the Columbus Blue Jackets, they're not going down without a fight. Puck loose, out in front of net.
Welcome back to the best show on WTOP. I'm your host, Miss Meg Trivia. And I'm Donna B.
We start things off in the pool as 4 members of the Oswego women's swimming and diving team have earned all SUNYAC honors. Oh, finally got that old music back. Welcome live inside the Outrigger studio for the newest episode of Sports.
Welcome back to Creativity Unveiled. I'm sitting with Hunter, a singer-songwriter at SUNY Oswego. So let's get into it. So I noticed you covered some Joshua Bassett songs, specifically Wildfire. I saw that on your Instagram. Is he one of your influences?
I think occasionally, but more people have just like compared me to him.
Okay.
But I really like his voice, so that's kind of why I cover him.
I feel like your voice sounds similar to him.
Yeah, people have said that. People have said that, so I kind of just cover him because it fits my voice. So.
Cool. Okay. So can you talk a little bit about like what artists influence you, like maybe from like when you were a kid to like what influences you now? You know.
I mean, from when I was a kid, even till now, Frankie Valli was always a main influence. He's getting absolutely roasted right now because of how old he is, and like.
I think he looks
so
good
sad.
for his age.
I think so too. I mean, because I met him again.
Oh, you did?
I met him in July of 2019, and then I met him in July of this year.
Wow. Okay.
Same date. Really weird coincidence.
Huh.
And he looks good for his age, but like. He's definitely old, and it's sad to see him like going through the ringer. Like it's just sad, but he's been.
But
my
his
biggest
voice
influence.
sounded like impeccable. Just if like the audience doesn't know what we're talking about, there's a video of Frankie Valli that's recent where he is singing. Do you even know what the name of the song is? I don't.
Sherry.
Yeah, so he's singing that,
It's a pain.
and he kind of like emerges from a group of backup singers, and he looks a little stiff, but it's okay. Like, you know, he's older, but that's just basically what we're talking about. Yeah, I think people need to be a little bit less cruel. You know, he's very talented.
He's doing what he loves.
Yeah.
What more can you ask? He's making people happy still. So
I have to ask, how did you meet him? Twice on the same day.
So the first time in 2019, I was in a doo-wop group. Like we sang a bunch of old songs and stuff, and we were just like, all right, let's sing right now outside, like, because the concert just ended. We're like, let's sing right now. We had like these vinyl records that we wanted to get signed and stuff, and
oh wow, okay.
we're just like, let's sing so we'll get people's attention. And one of the Four Seasons, Bob Gaudio, his daughter was there, and she came up and she's like, oh, you guys got vinyls? I'll go get these signed for you.
Cool.
And she came back and they weren't signed. We're like, dang. She's like, all right, we're gonna bring you backstage.
Wow.
And we went backstage. She's like, you have to sing for him though. And we're like, okay, that's crazy. And we sang for him and it was awesome.
What did he say?
He was like, yeah, this is really good, and he gave us tips and pointers and stuff, and it was awesome. The second time he was like, yeah, I remember you guys, and I was like, cool.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, he was just straight to the point, and
that is
he wanted
so
to go home.
Cool.
But yeah, it's awesome.
It's like a story you can tell your like grandkids or something.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask a little bit more about your songwriting process. How you said you write based on experiences, but like I know like for like Taylor Swift, for example, she like writes songs based on like stories or like hypothetical situations. Like there's one where like I don't even know. I don't even want to get into it. But anyway, she basically writes songs based on stories. I just was wondering if you've ever done that, or you just go solely based on experience, or exaggerated experience.
I mainly write on experience, but there are some times where I'm like, all right, how can I take this a little bit over the top, because the story might just be super boring. So I gotta like amp it up a bit.
Yeah, I mean, like if I look back at like I'm updating my computer and like kind of deleting files. If I look back at like GarageBand files from when I was a teen, I'm like, it was not that serious. Yeah. Like the song you wrote, like, whoo, take it down a notch. But I don't know. I feel like, you know, maybe my frontal lobe is developing and, you know, I'm chilling out a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. I think the same thing.
I mean, it's fun to write like exaggerated things, like I don't know, like somebody you didn't say hi to you, but you write a whole song about how they're like the worst person in the world, sort of thing. Like
exactly.
It's like a cathartic thing. So do you find that like songwriting, like I know some people do like journaling, like I color in a coloring book to de-stress. Do you find that like songwriting can help you, I guess, like kind of help you process like events or like emotions?
100%, because I have a lot of songs that are written that I haven't like released, and if I'm like really angry, I'm gonna write a really angry song. But then I'm like, I don't want to put out a really angry song. Though some people might like want that sometimes, but I'm just like, it's a little too angry.
Do you feel like that would stray away from like the stuff that you, because what I've noticed on your Spotify, it's like pretty like upbeat kind of stuff. Even like the subject matter isn't upbeat, but like your songs are upbeat. Do you feel like you wouldn't release it because it kind of strays away from like what you typically write?
Yeah, I think I'm more of like I like to put people in a good mood, but also like to write relatable lyrics.
Okay.
Things that people have also had the same experience as me. But I don't always feel the need to like put it to a really sad melody. I kind of just want to keep it happy, like people can vibe to it, but it's still relatable. That's
good. I feel like too, like people connect with artists. Like, I mean, I know there's like some generic pop songs that people just like because it sounds like fun. But I feel like people really connect and like hold on to lyrics. So I think that's really important.
Yeah.
I did want to ask about like how you deal with writer's block, or like if you ever have writer's block.
I've only ever had writer's block one time.
Really?
And it was bridging from the summer going into this year. It is the worst feeling of all time, because I'm like, writing is how I help myself like
stay like sane.
Stay sane. And if I'm like, all right, where are the ideas? They're not flowing. I freak out and I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
And it lasted for like 4 weeks, like a month, and I was not having it. Like I was almost mad at myself. I'm like, dude, what is wrong with you?
Wow.
Why are you not writing? And I was like, once I stopped putting so much pressure on myself, then it started coming back.
I feel like I've had a similar experience. Like this summer, like it sticks out so much in my mind because I remember it so like clearly because it made me so mad. The summer of 2021, before going into college, I had such bad writer's block for the whole summer, and I literally was like, I wanted to like shake myself by the shoulders and be like, why aren't you writing? But the thing that did the trick, like you said, is taking the pressure off yourself.
Yeah.
Do you find that you face a lot of pressure, not even just songwriting, but like just producing and making good music? Like, are you a little bit hard on yourself when it comes to things like that?
I think so, and especially more recently, because like when you first put out songs, like everyone's going to be interested because it's like, oh, he's releasing his first thing. We got to listen to it. But like as you keep going, it gets increasingly more difficult to get people engaged. So I think now I feel a lot more pressure to like, what can I do to make people like the songs and like reach the right audience? But like, it's the worst tactic to take because then you're not making music that's like true to yourself. You're trying to please everyone else.
Yeah.
And it doesn't come out good.
So how do you reach, I guess this is from like, I don't want to say like a marketing perspective, but like how do you reach like your target audience? Like what do you kind of do to like get that like even like one more person to listen?
The success I had with Song for Your Homework was the best I've had for any other song. And it was literally just like, okay, I really want to get people to listen to this on Spotify mainly. I know older people don't necessarily use Spotify. They might like, use more like hard copies of things.
Yeah.
So I was like, with Song for Your Homework, I made sure to release it right around, I believe it was either finals week or midterms week.
Okay. Oh,
and I was like, okay, people are studying right now. So I was like, if you need a song to study to or do your homework to, now's the time. Like midterms coming up, and it was reaching a lot of different people, and I think that helped a lot.
Wow. No, that's a really good tactic. Like I would never even, like I feel like songwriting and producing is one thing, but like reaching the right amount of people, because I feel like with like the music industry today, it's like you have to be good at everything. You have to do everything. So no, I really commend you for that. That is so cool. So when we come back, we're going to talk about Hunter's future plans, so stay tuned.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, I don't have much time. It's almost here. Listen closely, and whatever you do, don't panic.
All right, we're back with more Creativity Unveiled. I'm sitting with Hunter Kaz. He is a songwriter, producer, and independent artist. So Hunter, before we go, do you have any new releases coming out, new projects? Tell us, spill the tea.
I do. I have a new song coming out this Saturday called Rainbow Bridge. It's about my dog who passed like a little over a month ago.
Oh my God.
That's a sad song.
Oh.
I don't write sad songs like at all. Like I do, I just never put them out. So like if you need a sad song to listen to,
my
It's gonna be the one. Probably the most difficult one to write. Like, it took me not long to write, but it was just more trying to compose myself.
Like, I feel like that's an emotional thing to go through. So, like, songwriting, like, you have to address what you're feeling. So, like, maybe, you know, you wouldn't be ready to address that. So that's, well, exciting that you have a new song coming out, but I'm sorry about your dog. My dog is old, so I'm like,
yeah.
Oh,
he was 10, golden retriever, like 115 pounds. He was huge, so it was like,
oh my goodness.
He was just old.
All right, so thank you so much, Hunter, for being here. I had a great time. We had some really cool questions. Stay tuned for Creativity Unveiled in 2 weeks. Bye.